I have developed an 8-step plan to save not just black men, but America as well, through educational, economic, and political reform. Step 1. Education and mentorship programs. Focus. Provide mentorship, tutoring, and scholarships. Example. Create partnerships with schools and colleges to offer academic support and career guidance. The biggest hurdle that black men face is financial literacy. Now that states are in charge of education, there should be mandates concerning finances suited to modern times, such as the stock market, cryptocurrency, real estate, business ownership, and financing. Home economics also needs to be reinstated. 2. Economic empowerment initiatives. Focus. Support entrepreneurship and financial literacy. Example, offer grants for black-owned startups and host workshops on financial planning and investing for first-time business owners and home buyers. 3. Health and wellness programs. Focus. Promote physical and mental health. Example, organize community health fairs, provide mental health resources, and establish support groups specifically towards their issues. Taking responsibility for their actions, making better choices in business decisions and mates, coping with stress through diet and exercise, the importance of family and community, and how to love themselves. 4. Criminal justice and civil reform advocacy. Focus. Address systemic issues in the justice system. Example, provide legal assistance and offer re-entry programs for incarcerated individuals centered around educational and mentorship programs, economic and empowerment issues, as well as health and wellness programs. Any inmates who can pass these programs or enter a military-based program will stand a strong chance of early release through the parole board. Also, by eliminating catch-and-release programs and educating youthful offenders through schooling or ROTC programs, you can build a sense of fellowship and community pride. This will help lessen crime and reduce the physical, emotional, and financial burden that it brings upon society. Concerning civil matters, such as divorce and child support. With divorce, whatever you came into the marriage with, you get to leave with it. That includes land, houses, cars, and financial securities such as pensions, retirement funds, stocks, bonds, Social Security, and anything else that is for a sole beneficiary. Any land, houses, cars, and financial securities such as pensions, retirement funds, stocks, bonds, or Social Security that has been jointly purchased, 2 or more signatures, or signed off on must be mutually agreed upon to either buy out or liquidated equally at the point of sale. There will be no alimony granted for a marriage sustained for less than 20 years, with only 6 months granted with no more than 20% of the financier's gross income deducted. Concerning custody and child support, DNA testing shall be mandatory before the father's signature on the birth certificate. Any children born during marriage who do not match the DNA of the husband will forfeit the marriage with no financial penalties. The most financially stable partner through a psychiatric evaluation will have residential custodial guardianship of the child or children. Based on the financial and psychiatric evaluation of the non-custodial parent, visitation will be granted. The non-custodial parent will be assessed a 20% gross income deduction concerning child support unless the two parties can agree on an arrangement concerning custody and child support between the two of them in writing. All legitimate medical bills centered around illness or life-saving care shall be split between both parties. Any temporary change in residency between parent and child, including up to or beyond a 2-week placement, will require a reversal in the child support order, i.e., the former custodial parent must pay the equivalent of the 20% child support order based on the amount of time spent with the non-custodial parent. All changes must be submitted in writing with proof of custodial residency. This includes temporary holiday and summer visitations. No parent can deny the other the right to visitation, and any child denying such visitation must be seen by a court evaluator before a request is denied. 5. Community building and engagement focus. Strengthen community ties and civic engagement. Example: offer special discounts for African American first-time home buyers in predominantly black areas of residency. Zero down payments yet paid through the first 5 years via the mortgage to promote residential improvements. Homeowners must reside within the residence for 5 years concurrently. All HOA situations extend to, but not beyond, lawn care, which shall be provided by the HOA to maintain order, and curb appeal concerning storage of out-of-service vehicles, which must be stored and covered at the end of a driveway or within a garage or covered area. Any gutter, mailbox, or exterior repairs, such as window screens or screen door repairs facing the street, will be paid through the basic HOA fees with no penalty. The hosting of town hall and/or neighborhood meetings, cultural events, and the maintenance of private parks will be sustained via the HOA fees. Low-interest rate business loans, primarily for black business owners in predominantly black residential areas for the first year of occupancy. All black business owners must have proof of educational ability, i.e. a business degree at minimum, in the chosen area of business to ensure that said proprietor is skilled in their proprietorship to ensure a moniker of success with said business. Most notably, there will be no monopolies on goods and services that are aimed specifically towards black consumers, be it beauty products, building supplies, technology, food, etc. 6. Tech, innovation, and blue-collar training focus. Equip individuals with skills for the future job market. Example: offer coding boot camps, tech incubators, partnerships with tech companies for internships, and job placements post-training through internships. 7. Welfare reform. Most children who grow up on welfare lose the drive and ability to strive to succeed. Example: by making the program a 2 to 4 year educational program for working-age people, you can give them a leg up on their future. Completing the educational journey and being job-placed through a 6-month internship program that gives incentives to business owners via tax breaks to take on employees of the program, lessens the amount of people on social programs, thus freeing up the tax base to focus more on community development. Once the program is completed, there is no more remittance. This includes Section 8 vouchers, which will only be accepted in government housing. Food stamps shall be limited to store-brand products and certified meats. No alcohol, tobacco, or other recreational products will be allowed to be purchased. Daycare services and limited WIC shall be provided for those who qualify. 8. Voting, media representation, and storytelling focus. Amplify positive narratives and counter stereotypes. Example: black men need to form their voting bloc as known as the Black Party. So when it's time for candidates to solicit us for votes, they must feed a request in writing before our votes are cast, and said request, which can be negotiable, must be fulfilled. If not, we will abstain from voting for the prior political party. Support black filmmakers, authors, and other media creators, and non-suppression of their work through various platforms. Each of these programs can play a vital role in creating lasting change via self-promotion. By focusing on these areas, we can work towards a more just and inclusive society. How do you envision getting started with these initiatives?